This is
The Hit List.
The Hit List. KMFM.
So on the hit list this evening, we thought, because it's coming up to the weekend, we'd do something a little bit different with Lawson. So we are bringing in, well, how do you boys call it?
Feet.
Right.
Feet.
I'm hunting.
Oh.
Nice touch. Oh! Save from the youngster. Feet.
Okay, so for the corner,
Yep.
we're going for what's your most embarrassing moment?
Probably falling over at Wembley Stadium. That was. It's up. Or I threw up on stage at a gig. That was pretty. Embarrassing.
Good one.
But yeah, all in all, I'm an embarrassing man, and I'm fairly used to the idea.
You accept it now?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Goal kick. Feet.
right, goal kick, let's go. If you could have one pizza for the rest of your life for every meal,
Easy for
what
me.
would it be?
It'll be a margarita pizza with ham. It's got to be stone baked. I don't want one of those kind of fat pizzas. I want a proper traditional Italian
Okay.
stone baked pizza.
Oh, Keita on Theta.
He's got me on the break. I'll break him. Theta.
Is FIFA like a must-have?
Goal kick.
Right, goal kick. Where's the most awkward space you've ever been recognised?
Anytime today, Rhino, you want to take
Probably
this kick as well?
like bog roll and Waitrose, wasn't it, Rhino? Yeah, it was somewhere in Tesco or something, buying something embarrassing. I remember that like a small family unit approached me, and I had like all kinds of weird stuff in my basket. It was, I didn't want to have to talk about it. Oh, he's in. Oh, it was a weekend.
Right, goal kick. What's the most ridiculous rumour you've heard about yourself?
Oh, it was once it was about a rider when we did a festival in London, and it said we had like Xboxes on the rider. None of this was true. Like a lot of alcohol, which we have a little bit, but not much. But it was a very outrageous rider, and it was untrue.
Pretty good rider, to be fair, though.
Yeah,
We've got
corner. We've got a corner.
Got a corner. What does that mean?
Okay, corner. So that is, do you stalk fans' accounts on Twitter?
Yes.
Yes.
You got to know what your fans are thinking. I think that's very important.
Are there any regular accounts you keep going back to that you can remember the name of?
There's a good IDKP has some great photos.
Oh, yeah,
She
that's
takes some
true.
Great things, and so we follow her.
Are they the photos you were talking about earlier?
No. It's very
Free kick.
PG.
Okay. Okay, for a free kick, it's what's the worst chat-up line you've ever used?
Well, I'll go back to the classic then. How much does a polar bear weigh? Enough to break the ice.
Is that your go-to one?
It's not my go-to, but it's definitely one of the worst that I'm aware of.
Yeah, send him.
Oh,
Win.
Oh, what?
Offside.
okay, corner. What's the longest you've ever gone without showering? Honestly.
Gonna say then, yeah.
Say something else. Then.
Longest I've ever gone without showering is
Leeds Festival. It's a good.
good 2 or 3 days at Leeds Festival.
Were you performing then?
No, this was long before we signed. I was about 16, 17.
My mum used to wait at the end of the garden with the hose pipe and just hose me down when I got back.
What, like a dog?
Yeah, there you go.
0-0.
Right,
Gentleman's game.
Gentleman's game.
So this is Andy on the ball.
Okay, so we're going to go for... Have you ever used your name or status to get anything?
All the time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look at that.
oh god, that's another one.
He used his name and status to get a goal just then.
Out of everyone you've ever met, which celeb have you fancied the most?
Probably someone like
Kelly Brook was
Carol Vorderman.
Carol Vorderman.
Yeah, she's
Lorraine
a
as
babe.
well as up there.
She's an absolute babe, Carol Vorderman, man.
Lorraine.
Met her?
Yeah, Lorraine.
No, I've never met
She's
Carol
unbelievable.
Vorderman.
She's unbelievable.
Lorraine
It's
wasn't one
actually
I was
now pronounced
expecting.
Carol Vorder woman.
Yeah, Ruth. Ruth.
Off of
Eamon and Ruth. She's a babe as well.
Langsford. Ruth Langsford.
Yeah, I want to say Langsford.
Langsford. Yeah, she is a turbo babe.
She's a turbo.
Is she
babe.
not married to Eamon?
Yeah,
She is,
but
yeah.
she's a turbo.
So,
babe.
but Eamon knows that she's a turbo. We're not going to
Okay.
offend Eamon. He knows. It's the marriage.
We've had the conversation.
Yeah.
Okay, every time you go over the middle line now, that's a new question.
Okay.
So what was the last... No, what's the biggest guilty pleasure that you have to listen to?
Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
No, to listen
Not
to.
really.
It's not really a song, man.
What, like the audio book?
Oh, okay.
Such a sloppy goal.
Ben
Just rolled
Himmel.
it off his foot.
Have you ever peed yourself as an adult?
I've ever peed myself.
Nearly,
with further than that, isn't it?
He's definitely gone one further than that.
I've probably have, mate, to be honest, because I'm not really a very normal human being.
When you were already ill.
Yeah, I was drunk one night and weed all over my floor.
That was at uni though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's allowed at uni though.
Yeah, I feel like at uni people do that sort of thing all the time, don't they?
I mean, I wouldn't say all the time.
Mate, I'd say if you haven't done that at uni, you haven't had a flipping...
I never went to uni, I never got to pee on the floor.
Exactly, man, that's why you need to
Go to uni.
grow up.
That's what it's all for. I think we went over the line. So, did you ever steal any sweets from the pick and mix stand when you were a kid? Both of you?
To this day.
Oh yeah.
Still to this day. What's your go-to one on the pick and mix stand?
My,
Fizzy strawberry.
Good choice.
that's how I get my kicks. Flying saucers.
Never been a stealer, mate, I'll be honest with you, I'm quite honest. I've never been a...
Have you never taken anything when you were a kid?
I've never broken the law.
I was brought up very well.
Stop breaking the law.
Took a Batman comic while we were paying for the shopping. I just held on to it without thinking, just like held on to it.
Yeah, that's how it starts though, right? That
And I was like nearly in tears when we left because I felt that bad.
Were you made to take it back?
No.
I will say this though, I have said at Nando's before that I'd like a water and then
Ah.
Yeah, a lot of people
You're one of those.
We've all had a water from that.
one of those special waters.
We've all had some sparkling water from Nando's.
Okay, conceded a goal. Have you ever gone on a date with a fan?
No.
Everyone you've ever dated hates the band, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Is that criteria?
everyone I've ever dated hates the band. How about you boys? Have you ever been on a date with a fan? Or?
Or a fan's mum?
I make sure that
Mr. Soft Up.
For each of you, who's your other favourite member in the band besides yourself?
Joel. No, I like all the guys, just the same.
I was going to say I can't answer that question because I just like them all on equal.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
I
good.
dislike them all. But if I had to choose, I'd say Joel.
It's one of those things, isn't it? You have days where you hate some of them and like others, and then it changes.
I have days where you just detest me, don't you?
There's days when
it's the
I
day one of
can't
those
look
days,
Andy
or-
in the eyes.
It's the
Like,
day one of those days.
Yeah. I looked at you earlier when we were getting into the van after the last radio station, and I could have been sick.
with anger.
Yeah,
This is nice.
I nearly just flipped the tour bus upside
If I had to
down.
describe,
Good game, man. Good game.
This is
The Hit List.
The Hit List. KMFM.